Lisa, if Tom keeps ringing for me to do those stunts for him again, tell him he's got to pay me more. Launching myself off the side of a mountain on a motorbike is brown trousers time for me. I can't keep doing it. And he's got to pay more. Oh, hello there. Hope you didn't hear any of that. Anyway, welcome to Cruising with John. Well, finally we get round to doing part 3 of our transatlantic cruise. So here we arrive in Antigua, or Antigua, as many people say, potato, potato. We will show you around the cruise terminal. And we're going to go to Jolly Beach or Jolly Bay. People call it different things. So we're going to have a look there. I'll walk you down the beach, have a bit of a chat, and hopefully we'll see a bit more of Antigua. So let's do this. Well, good morning. We have just arrived in Antigua, and it's now 7 o'clock in the morning. We've got to go and get washed, showered and all that sort of stuff, get some breakfast, and then head out to see what this lovely island can give us. This is not the first time we've been to Antigua, but I always enjoy coming here. Really lovely people, and yeah, lovely beaches. So let me just spin round so you can see what I'm seeing. So hang on a second. Sun's just coming up. Let's go and get sorted. Right, let's have a quick walk down here. It's quite nice and cool today.
I don't know, it's cool, but it's breezy.
That's that. And then we have the Britannia in all its glory. So there you can see the Britannia in the background there. And this is where you can get your trips to the beaches. $10 to get to a beach. We're going to Jolly Beach, and I'm taking along a passenger friend. Yeah, so this is where you'll see lots of people in their uniforms. These are the official tourist guides. There is police presence, so that if you feel a bit intimidated, which you won't, you'll be fine. But as you can see, there's plenty of people over there as well. Plenty of shops, and there's just plenty of places to get your knickknacks. Anyway, it's getting quite busy here, so I'll sign off for now, and I'll probably see you in a bit, probably headed towards the beach. So as I was saying, it's around $10 to $15 to get to a beach, obviously depending how far away it is. November, December is typically the beginning of the holiday or tourist season for this island, and so there was quite a few taxi drivers obviously keen to get people into their cabs and down to the beaches. Again, don't be intimidated, they're just, obviously doing their best to make an income. Okay, so this is Jolly Beach, Jolly Bay. Quite a long beach, as you can see, and typically there are zoned out areas for various different beach vendors and that, and you get the typical hats, scarves, all the beachwear sellers going up and down, but they're not pushy, which is good. You can get a bucket of beers for $20. Some include a couple of waters if you want, but it depends on which vendor you get. And as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it, the sea. Now, on this beach, you have to be careful because, as you can see here, you can see that the sand drops, but it also drops just as you get in. So if you're unsteady on your feet, just be a little bit careful as you go in. It's quite, I mean, not being naughty, but it's quite funny sometimes watching people walk in and suddenly whoosh, you lose them. So and there's jet skiing. There are some water bits and pieces. There's canoes over there as well, and well, you can see the beach goes on for miles, isn't it? So I'm going to walk down this way. There's a lot of seaweed on the beach, so I would imagine that they do clear it up every now and again. It's quite a clean beach. And there are some restaurants that back onto the beach that you can get food and obviously a drink. It's 29 degrees today. I can't particularly moan at this. It's sort of coming into November in the UK, and of course it's really cold now, rainy, but here absolutely beautiful. Just weaving in and out of the seaweed. Yeah. See the seaweed. So anyway, let's talk about the Britannia, P&O's Britannia. I have got to admit, I've been on many cruise ships, and the staff and the guests have been absolutely amazing. Everybody is very chatty, very talkative. I've met up with lots of solo travellers, and they've been nothing but nice, which is all you want, isn't it, when you're a solo traveller? But you know, everybody's so easygoing. There's been no, you know, there's always a, you know, because when alcohol's involved, there's always a few arguments, but I haven't seen or heard anything. And all of the travellers have got on well with each other, lots of families, just amazing people. So everybody that's on the transatlantic from Southampton to Barbados, thank you so much for making my cruise, even though it's a working cruise, absolutely amazing. And you, those that made friends with me, and you know who they are, thank you ever so much. Really grateful. Anyway, let's have a look at the beach rather than hear me waffle on. We've had a couple of fans, which was quite nice. I had one of my friends, Andy, he got somebody to pretend to be a fan and sort of go over the top about, oh my god, I love cruising with John. and but he sat there behind the girl that did it, and it was just a little bit obvious. So, but thank you, Andy, for that. I'm sure we'll meet up again. But there was a couple of Cruising with John watchers, and thank you for approaching me. That was really, really nice of you. Had a bit of a chin wag, and see, everybody's so friendly. Everybody's so friendly. Now, what I have noticed with Antigua is the prices have risen, but only slightly. I mean, the taxi ride is still $10 to a beach, and obviously $10 back. They do arrange with you when you want to be picked up, and they will make sure you get back to the cruise ship on time. So we've arranged to be picked up at 3 o'clock, which gives us plenty of time to have a look around some of the duty frees and then get back on the ship in plenty of time. So look at this, how beautiful this is. Now, like I said, this is one of the first beaches that they take you to, if you know, when they're dropping people off, and this is Jolly Bay or Jolly Beach. People call it different things, and we've been to some of the other ones. I can't remember what they are at the moment. I've gone mind blank, but there's 365 beaches to choose from, so that's, you know, basically one a day. And this is, I was told, this is the southeast part of the island, and as I said to you before, the beach, or as you go into the sea, is very shallow. Then it drops a smidgen, or just a smidge, or a little bit. That's just my Leicestershire language, smidgen. And then it drops off a little bit, and then it goes shallow again. So you can walk out quite far without having to worry too much. And you can't see it here, but a lot of it is netted off to stop the tour boats and jet skis and everything from coming in. So hopefully you're still with me and still sort of take you for a little bit of a walk. Normally, obviously, you know, Cruising with John and Lisa would be right now. Miss her company when we go for a walk. Ooh. Having spoken to a lot of cruisers, I mean, many of them are first-time cruisers, and they are absolutely hooked. And we were discussing about, oh no, where they're going to go next and everything. There was a lovely 93-year-old woman, June. I'm sure she won't mind me mentioning her name. She's finally getting to Antigua, which has been one of her lifetime wishes. So she's so pleased. And there are so many people, say, cruising for the first time, but cruising later on in their years, and they're, you know, absolutely overwhelmed by it. And we sometimes forget, don't we? I don't want to get too deep here, but we sometimes forget that we were very lucky. We're very, very lucky, very fortunate to to do these things. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I know that Lisa would have loved this, but she'll be with me again on our future cruises, which is obviously we've got a Caribbean cruise coming up, and so we'll be co-hosting that one, so you'll see the lovely Lisa. She gets more mentions than I do, which is probably for the best. As you can see, a lot of seaweed on this side. It seems to be very patchy area, so it's a lovely beach, don't get me wrong, an absolute lovely beach. You just got to, I mean, it's only bits of seaweed, it's okay, but some people don't like it, do they? But could I live in Antigua? Yes, I could. I think they'd have to sort the roads out though. And you think there's potholes in our roads at home in England or the UK, but this is a whole other world. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you for a little bit, because I'm sure you've had enough of this beautiful sunshine, the scenery, the rolling of the waves, my dulcet tones, and I'll see you in a while, well, a couple of minutes. Bye bye then. Okay, let's go the other side of Jolly Beach or Jolly Bay. Nice little restaurant here, we can get a beer and something to eat. Might treat myself in a minute. Find out what the prices are so I can relay them, but they're not written down anywhere. But it's quite nice. And this is where you pay for the water sports. Canoeing and jet skis. So, another cruiser from P&O. Like I said to you, the passengers on board the Britannia have been amazing, absolutely amazing. Wow, look at this. Imagine having an apartment looking onto the beach. I think I could rough it. This beach seems to go on forever, doesn't it? go over to the water's edge, because today is extremely hot. I've had to ask favours to various women, or men of course, to put sun lotion on my back, and I don't like to keep asking my friend to keep doing it. Probably getting fed up of me. Hello. It's a nice part of the beach, isn't it? Yeah. This part of the beach seems to be less seaweedy, but probably I would have to say it's quieter. So I think you've got a few hotels that back onto this beach, but the sand is much softer, and so when you come on to Jolly Beach or Bay, there's a car park, and if you turn left, this is where I am now. So when you go onto the tourist shuttle buses from the main town, you see that bird then jump into the dive into the water to get the fish. I'll see whether I can zoom in, but they're diving for the fish. There's another one, look. They hover for a little. Beyond here there isn't really much to see, so to summarise, when you come into Jolly Beach, if you turn left you'll immediately see the bars and restaurants, and then the jet skis and the canoes. There's a few umbrellas and a few sun loungers, but as you go further up the beach it gets a lot quieter, and there's no beach vendors and there's no waiter or waitress service to your sun lounge. If you turn right from the car park, it's going to be much busier. You've still got access to another restaurant, and obviously you're directly in front of where the taxis will pull up to take you back to your hotel or cruise ship, to wherever you are staying. And I said the left hand side of the beach, the sand is softer and the sea is much shallower, and to the right there's seems to be a lot more seaweed and the sand is slightly coarser. But either way, Jolly Beach is a jolly good beach. Boo. So as I made my way back towards the bar and restaurants, as I quite fancied a beer, I noticed there was something happening around the jet skis. Now you can watch this on my other video called Jet Ski Chaos, so I decided then, after a few beers, to grab the taxi and make my way back to the cruise ship. I will leave you with a few clips of that evening's entertainment. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Cruising with John. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It really helps me. And again, thank you so much.
Reflections on the water, more than darkness in the depths. See her face and never shadow. On the wind I feel his breath.